Some people didn't understand when I say I'm training for life. 2020 was a perfect example of that. A lot of people lost jobs, lost businesses, lost family members. A lot of folks spent a lot of time in the hospital on ventilators. That shit caused a lot of demons in your brain. Folks see how much I work out, and they think I'm running from demons. It's not demons, it's discipline. And I'm a disciple of discipline. You can't outrun your demons. They'll always find you. Only way to beat them motherfuckers is look at them eye to eye and make them your bitch. Mindset's the only thing that gets you through hard times. Merry fucking Christmas.
We all have two people. We all have two people. And I'm not saying you're crazy. We have the easy voice, which is that 20% telling yourself that I'm easy at 90% of my full potential, maybe 100% at that 20%. That's that voice that we all love. That's that very comfortable voice, that's that mommy holding you saying it's going to be okay. Doesn't care how good you are, just loves you. Just loves you no matter how messed up you are in life. That's where you want to be at. So that's that one voice. This other voice that we walk very far away from is the voice saying, hey man, you ain't doing shit. So we try to get this voice out of our head completely. And we live over here in this land. So what you have to do first is turn up this voice over here. The voice saying things to you that aren't nice. That it's in our head saying, you know what, man, dude, you're not doing shit. You're not and it's not putting yourself down. People take this the wrong way in this new society. I'm not saying to put yourself down. I'm saying listen to the truth. And the truth isn't in the 20%. The truth is in this other part of your brain saying, look, man, you're wasting a bunch of percentage here. We have 80 more percent that we're not tapping into because in this other 80% is suffering, pain, failure, self-doubt, darkness, and then a whole bunch of light. But to get to this light, you gotta go through all of this shit. So a lot of us know that. We know.
We do know deep down.
Yeah, I can get over here, but over here, man, this is much better because I gotta go through this journey that is not fun. This from 20 to 100%, this in between is not fun. So we decide to live over here. So everybody goes, how do you do that? You know exactly how to do that. You know exactly, it's not a magic trick. There's nothing I talk about in that book that's a magic trick. It's all back down to a very primitive mindset of we just have to do. It's like breathing. Breathing becomes normal. Like we don't even know that we're doing it. That's how you have to live your life. When that alarm clock goes off at 4 or 5 in the morning, your mind says no. You just say, it's just what we do. It's what we do now. Because to get to where you want to go, the amount of pain involved, I'm not saying physical, I'm not saying you got to break yourself off. The amount of mental pain of how many times you're going to have to do something that you don't want to do to get to where you want to go is going to be, there's going to be more times you do something that you don't want to do than you are going to want to do it. And that's your new norm. That's your new norm. So then it's like breathing. And then once you do this over and over and over again, it becomes like breathing. I don't want to live this lifestyle, but to get to the other side of this, I have to. So if you really want it, you realize what trying is and what trying is not. So.
And is that all about just discomfort? The discomfort zone that you talk about, callousing the brain? Mm-hmm. Is it about anything that makes you uncomfortable? Or are some things more effective than others?
Anything, basically. It's about doing those things that you don't want to do. And once again, I have to say it very loud and clear. I'm not about being a masochist. But what I found when I was 297 pounds, so I'm not a guy that read a book and said, oh, they're the answers. The book whoever buys this book, or even if you don't, I could care less. All this came from here. It came from me putting myself on the hot seat.
And I say this to people all the time. Most important here is, it isn't me. It's you. And sure, you may have grabbed some little foothold from the podcast or from one of the books, but it isn't me that changes you. It's you. You set the small goals. You achieve those goals. Then set some more and achieve those, and set some more goals, maybe a little bit bigger, but not that much bigger. You pay attention to the progress. This guy is 16 weeks deep. 30 pounds lighter. Working harder, stronger, faster, more efficient, competitive. The individual that wrote that is getting after it and changing his life. And you can too. Just start. Start small. Start with changing tomorrow morning. Just tomorrow morning. Get that squared away. And then move on to the next day and the next, and move your life to a better place. One little step. One little victory at a time. Well, first of all, you are lucky. Because if you're capable of working hard, then that's a blessing. That's luck. Because there's people all over the world that don't have the ability for any number of reasons. Many of those reasons being just bad luck, that they can't work. So right out of the gate, you're lucky that you can get up tomorrow and you can go to work. Now, you say you can't get a break. And maybe you're getting unlucky with your career or your personal life or your business. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to give up? Are you going to surrender? Are you going to assume that because you didn't catch a break today, there's no way you'll catch one tomorrow or next week or next year? Are you going to leave it all to chance? Or are you going to do everything in your power to force luck your way, to create opportunity, to shift the hands of fate? And even then, if the break never comes, even if you roll across the finish line of life bruised and bloodied and empty-handed from the fight, at least you know that you went after it as hard as you could. And you gave life everything you had. And you know, in the end,
There's